Hey guys, what's up? We are back with another video today, and today we are doing my Arizona Cardinals mock draft. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers before March, guys. We are getting so close. So please help me hit that goal by hitting that subscribe button down below. It costs you absolutely nothing. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell. Like the video if you enjoy it. If you dislike it, dislike it. I don't really care. I just want to know your thoughts and opinions down below by commenting all your thoughts and opinions. So let's get started with today's video, but one more thing before we get started. Make sure that you check out the playlist, the website, and the podcast. There are a lot of new changes coming to all of them. I'm just going to warn you guys. There's a big thing going on here at Chicago Sports Network, and I cannot wait to get it out. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, the announcement will come out. So let's get started with today's video. At number 3 overall, the Arizona Cardinals have... they've traded the pick. They've traded it to the Carolina Panthers for the number 9, number 39, number 61, and the Carolina's first-round pick next year. This may be a little much. I'm not sure. The Niners moved from 12 to 3 a couple of years ago. I think it was 12. Maybe it was 11. To 3 a couple of years ago, and they gave up 3 first-round picks, so I think giving up 2 first-round picks is pretty reasonable, as well as a second and third this year. So I think, like I said, I think it's pretty reasonable, though it may be a high price in all reality. We'll see what the Cardinals, if they end up trading back, what they get. So, at number 9 overall, I have the Cardinals selecting Devon Witherspoon, the cornerback out of Illinois. He is a guy that has all the physical instincts that the Cardinals are looking for in a cornerback. This is a guy that is just physically a good athlete, not the elite athlete that Christian Gonzalez is, but has the physical instincts and the traits, and he is my number 1 cornerback in this draft class. I'm not as big on traits as I am on gameplay. I think gameplay is more important, and I think Devon had that more than anybody else in college football this year. I think Devon did a really good job. They obviously had a nagging hamstring issue, so he was not able to participate in the combine, but I think Devon, he really shores up the position of cornerback that I definitely think could use some extra help with Byron Murphy and Marco Wilson, especially opposite of Byron Murphy. I think that if you could get a guy that's a little bit better there, I think that helps you out a lot. So, heading on to pick number 34, I have the Cardinals selecting Nolan Smith, the freak edge rusher out of Georgia. Just an absolute athletic freak. Tested, I think, sub 4. I think it was 4.39 was his official time. At the combine in the 40-yard dash. Absolutely insane. Did a great job with that. Nolan Smith, I think, is one of the best athletes in this class, and I think he was a productive edge rusher, but you are doing a little bit of projecting here, so do be forewarned about that. Though the Cardinals, they need edge rushing. With the retirement of J.J. Watt, the rest of your edge rush is kind of meh. It's okay at best. It's not really that great. So you're really going to need to improve on edge rush. And again, I'm going to address that pick at pick number 39 with drafting Keon White, the edge rusher out of Georgia Tech. Another edge rusher. This is a big issue, in my opinion, for the Cardinals. Probably their biggest issue, other than maybe adding another wide receiver if DeAndre Hopkins leaves, which I think is a high possibility if you trade him away. But if you trade him, then there's other things that you need to deal with. You have another first-round pick, and maybe you can take a guy like Jackson Smith and Jigba or Jordan Addison or Quentin Johnson at that position. So, heading on to the next round and the pick, like I said, I do think wide receiver is a need, so I think that you can address that by drafting Rashid Rice, the wide receiver out of SMU. Rashid Rice does a really good job at being able to address the specific needs that the Cardinals have at quarterback, or at wide receiver, not cornerback. Wide receiver, and I think that he does a good job in being able to help with that category of wide receiver. He's a big body guy, has athleticism, is able to do a good job at the catch point, had a really good year, and being able to help that all out. I think that could be a big addition to the Cardinals with drafting that. At pick number 66, I have the Cardinals selecting Kalijah Cansey, the defensive tackle out of Pitt, another guy that had an elite combine. Cansey just absolutely demolished the 40 time. I think he was the third best defensive tackle of all time at the combine. That was time. So really did a good job at that position. Really showed his speed. And if you look back at his tape, he is a guy that has a lot of good traits to him, both in a technical sense and in a physical sense. And I think that this is a guy, to be honest, he's a first round guy in my opinion. They had him in the third round, so I'm like, I'm going to take him up. There's no way. I don't think he's here this late, to be honest, especially with that 40 time. But I think that it is a very good pickup for the Cardinals. So at pick number 96, we continue to address the wide receiver position with Xavier Hutchinson, the wide receiver out of Iowa State. Sorry, not Ohio State. Hutchinson once again fills the big body guy, but the thing about Hutchinson that Rice does not have is he is a technical physician. He does a really good job and is very technically sound in all that he does on the football field, and being able to run routes really well, to be able to high point the ball, and to being able to go up and get the catch right away. So, heading on to the next pick, at pick number 105, I have the Cardinals selecting Keanu Benton, the defensive tackle out of Wisconsin. I think that this is another position that the Cardinals could use a little bit of help on, is defensive end / defensive tackle, because I think you will now be playing a 3-4 defense. I'm really not sure. If you guys want to let me know what you guys will be running. I know that you guys just hired Jonathan Gannon, I think, is the new Cardinals head coach. I think he runs a 3-4. But Benton can play both nose tackle and defensive end, though I think he fits better at defensive end personally. Really good player out of Wisconsin. If you're going to draft a Wisconsin defensive tackle, I think that that's a good idea already. I think that you definitely have a good player in and of itself when you draft a defensive tackle out of Wisconsin. That's just a good player, and I think that I know you shouldn't scout the helmet, but I do think it is important where these guys are coming from and the type of coaching that they received in college. Speaking of good college coaching, we have at pick number 169, the Cardinals drafting KJ Henry, the edge rusher out of Clemson. Obviously, a very good university there with Dabo Swinney leading that program. So it is definitely something where I think Henry is a player that, well, let's just say he's not going to be an all-star. He's not going to be J.J. Watt. He's not going to be T.J. Watt. He's not going to be Khalil Mack or Nick or Joey Bosa, or he's not going to be any of that. He's not that good, but he is consistent, and that's something that I look for in late-round edge rushers, is consistency or an extreme amount of athleticism. But I think in this case, I think that you're looking for athleticism after you already drafted two, or you're looking for consistency after you already drafted two very highly athletic guys in your second round. Heading on to pick number 180, I have the Cardinals selecting Deuce Vaughn, the shortest running back in combine history at 5'5", running back out of Kansas State. Since you guys already have James Conner, who, let me look up his height actually. 1 second here, guys. So Conner is 6'1". I completely missed that. I thought he was 5'9". But Deuce Vaughn really does a good job at being able to just simply get just break tackles. He is just so hard to take down. His contact balance is just amazing. He's so short, so you don't have a big dude to catch, and he is really stout, really strong in the thighs, and has great lower body strength. I think that his lower body strength is probably one of the best, like per height wise in the NFL, if not the best. So I think that he is a really good running back there. At pick number 213, I have the Cardinals selecting Malik Cunningham, the quarterback out of Louisville. The reason why I drafted Malik was because he plays very similar to Kyler Murray, and I think that the Cardinals could probably use another backup. I know you have Trace McSorley, David Blau, and Colt McCoy, but I think Malik Cunningham already out of those three has the highest potential. And if you have the highest potential, then, well, maybe you're worth something. And maybe he doesn't work out and you lose a 7th round draft pick, but you lose a 7th round draft pick. It doesn't matter that much. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Make sure the 2 videos down below will be a playlist of all my other videos, or my mock drafts, and hit the subscribe button up here. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers as we're closing in. As always, have a great day. Bye, guys.